The Africa region has such a fantastic growth in the past 5-10 years, in average 5.5. I think the new challenge is how can we maintain the strong growth in the next 10 years. So the key issues, we need to build the institutional capacity. And these institutes will fill the gap in these areas. And we train more people on the monetary policy implementations, the fiscal policy operations, and the financial sector regulatory framework, also those things. And it's also will be important for Mauritius as well. When Mauritius is moving from a middle income to advanced economy, and building the institutional capacity become ever more important. So I would say, add them together, the institutes will play a very important role for the future growth for Mauritius and for the region. This year, the inflation is roughly around 4 to 4.5%, which more or less is still in the target. And understand the central bank is also move further to a more inflation-targeted monetary policy framework, which is very good. The fund support that. But while doing that, in most cases in the world, the central bank need the support from municipal finance as well. Because this is two parts, obviously have to work together to maintain the financial stability, include the price stability as well. No, it has become ever clear today because globalization. So every country, its own policy, have to think about it's a spillover impact on others. And tax is the same thing. We just issued a paper just a few days ago. We talk about global corporate tax difference and its impact for the neighbor and for the whole world. So when we think about the domestic fiscal and tax policies, we have to think about it's a global impact as well. So we need to bring the spillover impact into the policy consideration within the country. I think that's our position. We always advise authorities, the members, take their stamp as well. And we don't encourage sort of tax competitions, which is not the good way to maintain the global cooperation as well. Mauritius is not on the list of OECD as a tax haven, which is very good. I think the second point, the authority understand that point and determined to continue to maintain their status as not as tax haven. I think that's also very important. We support authorities' determinations. We provide a lot of technical assistance in anti-money laundering, combat terrorist financing areas to help authority to build strong capacity systems to help the authority to maintain the Mauritius status as not a tax haven, because Mauritius is important to have this reputation so they will be able to further grow its financial sector and grow as an economy as well. Both Madagascar and Mauritius is separate from the main continent by the India Ocean, which is the fact. But because globalization and the geographic issue is important, but is not as important as before. I think the communications, and the interconnectivities and the transportations make the trade flow, make the information flow, make the financial flow ever easier than before. So in that sense, I would say both Mauritius and Madagascar should consider itself being part of the African continent.